Hey y'all, it's Amanda, and today we are going to be out in the backyard, but I wanted to give you a quick glimpse at all of my seedlings. We are about 4 to 6 weeks away from planting them outside, and everything's just looking absolutely beautiful. Okay, I am out in the backyard, and in all truthfulness, I have not spent much time in my garden as of late. We have been in triple degree temps for 30 days, and there is no relief in sight. And so I have not been spending as much time outside. However, today I just really wanted to be out there. So I got out there early in the morning before it got too hot and spent some time, nothing too laborious, really just some pruning and cleaning things up. And I'm going to be working mainly on this little portion of the garden, this little side garden in the backyard. I'm currently cutting back black-eyed Susan, which they are technically still blooming, but many of them are starting to burn up. And I actually have a plan to utilize these for some fall decor. So I'm going to go ahead and give them a nice cut back. I'm also cutting back my Don Juan rose a little bit. I probably should have secured some of these taller limbs upright onto the arch in the back, but I just wasn't in it for that moment. So we just did a nice cut back so it's easier for me to access what all was going down below this Don Juan climbing rose. Now, at the base of this Don Juan climbing rose, I have a Jackmani clematis, and I did not do a good job making sure that it went up onto the trellis behind it. And so it kind of just all fell forward. So I'm just giving it a nice cut all the way to the ground. It is very hardy and will have no issues. In fact, it will come back in full force, no problem. But just giving it a nice quick trim just so I can access the plants underneath it. Now, it is important to note that not everything in my garden is flourishing. We are having brutally hot weather and we are in a massive drought right now. And so I am trying to keep things alive, but I'm not trying to keep things pretty at this point in time. So you will see dead things, dying things in my garden, and that's just kind of the way things are right now. And as a gardener in the North Texas area, I have had many a summers with unbelievable drought and unbelievable temperatures. And it's okay to know that your garden is not going to look perfect. In fact, your garden may look dead, truthfully. The plants really try to focus on their roots as opposed to keeping flowers and leaves alive. So you'll see a lot of them start to die back just because they're trying to save themselves so that they can bloom or grow again in the future. Now I am trimming up a rose right here. I've already done a couple of prunings on these roses. This guy has just been really happy this year and he's put off a lot of growth. Now, here's the fall project I'm kind of working on. I cut back all of those black-eyed Susan stems, and I'm bundling them together and hanging them upside down to dry so that I can utilize them for some decor. Actually, at the end of August, I'll be working on that. So super simple, fun, free, straight out of the garden, and I'll be excited to show y'all what I do with them. Now moving on to this new patch of Gladiolus bulbs that I planted earlier this spring. They bloomed beautifully and then they really dried out. I didn't mess with them. I didn't cut them back too early because they were brand new bulbs in the ground, and I really needed to make sure that they put as much energy as possible into the bulbs. So now they've obviously all dried out and browned. So I'm going through and I'm cutting them all back where they're just a couple of inches above the soil, and then I'm making a pile because I'm going to bundle these as well. I think they look like corn stalks, and I think that they will be beautiful in my fall designs for some containers and on my porch. So I really loved this portion of trimming them back. Next, after I cleared out the Gladiolus bulbs, I'm over here pulling up Dara plants. These reseed themselves every year, and mine have already reseeded. And so this is just the plants that I've left over, but they're done for the season. And I plan on filling this whole space with sunflowers and some more zinnias. So I'm just kind of trying to clear the most space that I can, but just pulling these up by the root. And like I said, they've already reseeded themselves, so they will return next spring. Okay, and how fun are these bundles of Gladiolus leaves? Look at that. They're going to be so fun to work with and put in some containers. I am so excited. Can't wait to do that. And of course, they were free. I already had them. So I love that idea. I've really been focusing on that idea of trying to take things from the garden, dry them out, and reuse them for decor. Okay, after I got that zinnia staked up, I'm going through and I'm cutting back some geraniums, some yarrow, just some different things in this space, just so that they can focus on their roots and surviving, less on blooms, less on making seeds. Really just want them to focus on living so that hopefully they will come back when the temperatures cool off a little bit. Okay, we're moving on further down that garden into a new patch of bulbs that I planted this spring. It is a mix of oriental white lilies and liatris, and it was beautiful, so fun. And I left them up as long as I possibly could because once again, these were all newly planted bulbs. So I wanted to make sure that they were putting as much energy as possible. Now I'm going through and I'm cutting all of the liatris back. I'm leaving the leaves down low on the base so they can continue to feed the bulbs, but I am cutting the stems because once again, I'm going to be utilizing those for some fall decor. At the beginning, I did start by cutting a couple of the lilies, and then I stopped myself because they're still so beautifully green, which means they're still feeding those bulbs. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to leave those up a little bit longer. But I had planted like 80 Liatris in here, and probably about 20 to 25 oriental lily bulbs in here, and it filled in beautifully. So I'm really, really pleased with how this turned out this year. And it did feel good cutting these back. I still thought it looked pretty, even though I had cut back all the Liatris and just left the lily stems. Once that was done, I sat down and I stripped all the Liatris stems and then bundled them together to dry, just like we did with the Black-Eyed Susan and the Gladiolus leaves. Okay, I'm feeling super happy with the result. That was about 45 minutes of work, and that's plenty for being outside. I was sweating, I was tired, but it was really allowing me to see the space a little bit better. And so now I can start planning on what sunflower seeds, what zinnia seeds I would like to plant in this area. I also have some pumpkin on a stick that I think might go in this area. So I really like clearing it out, so now I can make a plan. So the next video you'll see of this area is when we're planting it all up. All right, y'all, I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, she's a mad gardener or a decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.